Hey, it's me. I'm alive. Sorry for missing last week's upload. Life happens, and if I sound a little iffy in this recording, not feeling 100%. It's just like some mild congestion nonsense. Nothing to worry about. I'm fine. But today, Pride Month is coming to a close. Hopefully, assuming I can get this out on time, because I'm recording it the night before this video should be going up theoretically if I actually, upload on the schedule. But anyways, Pride Month's coming to an end, and I thought that now would be a pretty fitting time to talk about my experiences being trans these past 3-4 years, something like that. Yeah. It's been fairly recent. It's been a fairly recent development, and I'm still learning to like navigate it, because it's a weird thing, It's not something you're really taught like beforehand. It's not something you really hear about unless you actively go find it or you're just chronically online. It's a lot, There's a lot to it, a lot of self-discovery, a lot of learning terms, and it's kind of a lot. So in this official coming out video, whatever, that's this, I don't know. I don't know. Part of me just doesn't like the idea of like coming out, at least when it comes to like online, like a public announcement. That's personal shit. You can see the pronouns on the profile. You can like see my username, or if you ask me my name, I'll tell you the name I use. It's one of those things where I get it, but also I don't operate like that, if that makes sense. But what this video is my experiences finding out that I was trans and what that entailed. That it's sort of my coming out story, if you will, but it's not the same tone as a lot of other stories like this. Because I've seen a few videos of this type where, and like this is nothing against any other creator, like that's their story, that's their experience, and that's their experience. I can't really fault anything about that if that's how they felt and that's how things went for them. Like, that's what happened. I'm just saying I didn't get any of what they got. Like a lot of the time in these types of videos, it'll be, oh yeah, I noticed these things like early on in childhood, or like these things and whatever. It's like I always felt this way, and I finally put a label to it, and I was so relieved. It's like, that's not what happened with me. My experience was much worse. Exponentially worse, honestly. And like I don't want this to be like trans is bad. Being trans is bad. No, I don't. That's not the point of this. I'm just saying, the getting to this high in my life, like getting to this point, I had to go to some pretty deep depths to crawl out. It's I didn't have a very good experience actually, like coming to terms with that. And like that, honestly, now that I'm thinking about it, that's something that a lot of other videos of this kind don't really talk about. Because it's always just like the build up to the thing. It's like, oh, finally everything makes sense now. There isn't the. I'm not gonna say there isn't always. There usually isn't a discussion on like coming to terms with it. 'Cause that's really what got me. That's the thing that I focused on for a while, because I think I've mentioned this before, is that like I lost a whole month of my freshman year to this discovery because it like shattered my worldview that much, and I just didn't know how to deal with it. So I guess it's time for the story time. I guess now is story time. So this is spring semester of my freshman year. Like I literally just got to college. For anyone that didn't know me back then, because at this point I would have been doing YouTube for years, and I'm still doing YouTube for years. I don't really know why. I'm still not getting paid to this day. I don't know why I keep doing this. Regardless, I've kind of just been like, only play shooters and like the occasional like Minecraft or whatever, like shooters, a couple here and there games, really into Arkham, whatever. But like very much into like that I guess dude bro culture of like Call of Duty and whatnot. Cause this was like right after the pandemic too. And during the pandemic, I got really into Modern Warfare 2019 and Warzone 1.0, which, by the way, is still the best version of Warzone. I don't care what anyone says. I don't care. I am fidgeting. Don't mind me. I got a little piece of whatever. But Warzone 1 was good. Okay, I really enjoyed it. Anyways, I'm like really into that stuff, right? In an alternate timeline, because again, this is what, 2023, early 2023 at this point. Like, if I never made this discovery, there is an alternate timeline where we get to the 2025 election. Yes, yeah, that. Where we get to that election, that time frame, and there is a good likelihood I would have been swept into the red pill cult, if you will, if you understand what I mean. I don't want to bring too many politics into this video, because that's not the point of this video, but I'm just saying there is a timeline where I joined the dark side, essentially. Thankfully, we are not in that timeline. I am so happy we are not in that timeline. Anyways, so that's me going into freshman year of college, right? Doing YouTube for shits and giggles, play a shitload of Call of Duty, really into like shooters and gaming and like hardcore gaming. Well, hardcore gaming, casual hardcore, if you will. But that's kind of me going in, and I'm not really perceptive to being like wrong or not knowing things. Like I'm like, this is back then. Like I was very bad at like taking an L, essentially. Like I was just a horrible person back then. But that's me going into freshman year. So like first semester, you're just whatever. It's first semester of college. You're kind of just getting your basics down. And I should mention going forward, in this story is that my first roommate that I got in college was actually Connor. And, people who are coming from Zaninum will know Connor's a good friend of mine. He's appeared in several live streams. Like, they're cool. They're very cool. Regardless. So, we're going into spring semester at this point. I've joined the still running D&D campaign that Connor runs. And like Connor's also gotten me into like a lot of things on campus that are going on. Like there's a nerd club, like got me into that. Like Connor is really the only reason I have socialized during college, at least in the first half. The second half, I kind of just got used to the music department and just hung out with them all the time. But regardless. So going into the spring semester of college, January was just kind of a wash because it was like, getting back into the swing of things, just got off of Christmas, blah, 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 new classes, whatever. It's February where things take a turn. So in February, like I genuinely don't remember the context of this day because it was such a normal day. And like I wasn't in a good headspace that day to begin with, but like other than just me being in a bad mood for whatever reason, from what I remember, it was just a regular ass day where nothing eventful happened other than this. So I don't know, I'm in a pissy mood, whatever. I'm laying on my bed in my dorm and just I don't even think the phone's on. I think either I was just mindlessly scrolling and thinking about other shit or like just no phone at all. I think I was literally just laying in bed just thinking. And like I don't think there was like a specific thought or something. Like genuinely, I don't know how it got to this point. It just sort of happened where I was just thinking, like just in my head thinking whatever. And then I think I just kind of have the realization I must have been like scrolling Twitter or something. I genuinely don't remember. But like it literally just appeared. Like this realization just spawned out of the ether. Like it's just here now. It's like, oh, I'm trans. What? No one told me this. And then I can't remember if this was the catalyst for the realization or if this was like right after or before. Listen, February, that specific February of that year is a fucking blur to me. I don't remember shit. But from what I do remember, I think I was like, I know at this point my eyes were closed. Like I was either trying to take a nap or just was not in it, just like head and pillow or whatever. Like I remember my eyes were closed for this. I don't remember if this was, like I said, this is all a blur. But I specifically remember laying on my bed and like crystal clear, not like through the wall or anything. Like I could tell this was just my brain firing shit at me because that's what it does. That's how my brain operates. It's constant thoughts, constant thinking, like crystal clear, like a woman's voice that I've never heard before in my life. And I genuinely don't remember what was said. I think I was having like internal conversation with myself and that just barged in. And I think either that gave me the realization, or that solidified the realization that I was trans. And usually this is the part of the story where it's like, oh, I felt so relieved, everything made sense. No. Because one thing I have not mentioned in this story so far, that some of you probably already know, again, from, experience on the other channel or whatever, I live in the South. And if you know anything about the South, they don't really like trans people. So having this realization, my first thought was not, oh, everything makes so much more sense now. No, my first thought was, oh God, I'm going to die. Because, like, at that point, I knew the general consensus around trans people in the South, because I was friends with a trans person at the time, and like you learn a thing or two when you talk to people, And I knew the South just like vehemently fucking despises trans people, and like the conservative movement and whatnot. Like I knew the South is not a safe place to be as a trans person. So me having this realization, I was like, oh fuck, I'm gonna get like hunted down in the streets or something. Like I was absolutely overreacting, but also my entire like self identity, like sense of self, was shattered. So I didn't really know what to think. Like I was grappling with both the fear of being rejected and possibly harmed by the society I live in, while also reeling with the fact that I didn't know who I was anymore. Like, at all. Because at that point in my life, I think a lot of my personality was built off of, like, I play Call of Duty, I do stupid YouTube videos, I'm kind of edgy, like my identity at that point was built off of like very stereotypically masculine things. So getting hit with this realization, I was just like, oh fuck, oh shit, oh god. And like I said, it like took me out for a whole month. Like I was basically just a walking vegetable for that whole month. Like I was not contributing anything. I was fully out of it, just fully on autopilot, because I didn't know what the fuck to do. And like this was definitely in March at this point, I feel like, at the earliest. I got an itch in my eye, don't mind that. So like I said, I was friends with a trans person at the time. Still friends with this person in particular, but regardless, I realized like, oh wait, I'm friends with a trans person. I have someone to go talk to about this. Wasn't my roommate at first. Was not my roommate. But this friend and Connor were dating at the time, which that's a whole other can of worms, and it's not my place to speak on that. But it does make part of this story a little funny, so I will mention it for the sake of levity. So I go to this friend. I'm like, hey, I think I might be trans, or however I phrased it, because I was fucking awkward mess who didn't socialize before getting to college. So like, I was just a complete fucking mess. So I go to this friend. They're very supportive. Blah 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 blah. Eventually, I'm like, I should tell my roommate, because no shit, tell your fucking roommate that you're friends with. And I was like, I obviously I like got in touch with the friend I initially came out to. I'm like, hey, I'm a little bitch. Please have emotional support present. I didn't phrase it like that. I'm exaggerating for the sake of levity, but like I was a mess, and I was like, hey, can you just be there for emotional support? And they were like, yeah. Okay. And then I don't remember who texted Connor first. I don't remember who said what, but I do know that the way it was phrased by whoever said this, uh it was like, hey, it's like, this friend and me, we need to talk to you. And again, this friend and Connor were dating at the time. So Connor was like, did they fucking cheat on me? And it's like, it was, I find that so funny still. But it was all chill once, came out and everything. So it was like, oh, okay. Weight lifted. I thought you two were like fucking around behind my back or something. But no, it's like, it was chill. It was fine. And that was the start of things getting better. That there was a whole month where, like, that the point of this video is really bringing up that month of just me not existing, because, like, again, my entire like self identity was just shattered on a random afternoon, and I was just like, I can't fucking comprehend this. Again, I'm not trying to take away from any other individual who has a much happier story than mine, where they got like clarity and relief upon the news, or upon them figuring it out. It's like, I don't want to take away from that. I just want to give my perspective, because it's very different, and I feel like someone might feel better knowing that they're not alone if they're going through something similar, But regardless, come out to the friend group, move on. We're in like sophomore year now. Couldn't tell you which semester. I don't fucking remember. And I was like, hey, guys, I want to come out to my sister, because, like, I don't know, I'm fucking paranoid. And I'm like, oh God, I have to fucking talk to my parents about this. This is not going to go well. So I was like, okay, all else fails, I know my sister will have my back. Because you do a little internet snooping on social media, you find things. That's all I'm going to say about that. But I was like, okay, let's come out to my sister. It was a very awkward phone call, because it's a fucking like hour drive to her house. I wasn't gonna make that. Logistically, I was like, I can't fucking do this. I'll fucking call her. So I call her. Friends are in the room for, emotional support. This was still like not even a year into me trying to rebuild my identity. Oh yeah, just keep in mind, in the background of these like little snippets that I'm telling you, like I'm actively piecing together who the fuck I am throughout this whole process. So like, just keep in mind, there's a lot on my plate between college, friends, YouTube, and then, getting my shit together. So, like, awkward phone call. Friends laughed their ass off at a very funny response my sister gave. Because if I remember correctly, I like broke the news. There's a bit of silence, and just all anyone could hear is just, okay. And just everyone died laughing. Like, and the rest of the phone call went about pretty normal. And then I don't come out to my family for like 2 more years, but that's later. That goes well. That was a little bit of relief. A little bit of relief as I'm trying to like piece this shit together. And thank God I went to fucking college, because so many fucking trans people go to college. like I I made so many friends who just so happen to be trans or very in touch with uh I guess it's a culture. Is it a culture with the trans community? I don't fucking know. I was the treasurer of my university's GSA for a little bit, and I'm sitting here like, dog, I don't fucking know. There's too many goddamn terms in this community. But anyways, meet a lot of very cool people who help me, kind of piece these things together, kind of help me direct myself to who I am, like when it comes to who you are and your identity, you take a lot from the people around you, but specifically the people you actually relate to. So being around a bunch of nerds and musicians all the time, I started finding pieces of myself in them, in what I was doing, and eventually just kind of hodgepodge really quick, just put everything into a melting pot, and I'm like, yeah, this is probably close enough. We'll iron it out later. I'm busy. But yeah. And the weird thing is too, because this was happening during college, one thing that one theme that goes through the entire music program, at least in my university, I don't know if it's the same across the board, but my music program, a running theme was like building your own confidence, like presenting that confidence in your performance or in whatever you're doing. Because even if you don't know what you're doing or you're not very good at the piece, if you just pretend like you know what you're doing and just play through it, no one's gonna give a shit. Nobody will care. And all my life, it's felt like I can't fuck up. I have to do this well. It's like I have to be good. I have to not fuck it up. And then going through this program obviously helped me break that a little bit. I let myself fuck up and learn. But it also gave me the confidence to actually be myself and be honest with myself. I don't know, music is fucking crazy, man. There's a reason I want to get into this industry. It's because it's such a unique medium to where you can reach people in ways you never could with any other medium through music. It's honestly fucking magic. It's insane. But regardless, throughout this program where I spoiler alert, I do end up getting a degree in music. It's beautiful. I don't have a job right now. But a running theme is having the confidence to actually do these things, or at the very least just pumping yourself up enough to pretend you don't have all these anxieties. It's even if you're not confident, as long as you present yourself as being confident, you're good. Honestly, I don't think I was confident for most of those performances. Some of the ones at the end, probably. I know by the time we got to the Y2K show, I was just fucking ready. Fucking ready. Who skipped the goddamn song? Why is my song up now? But still, it's as long as you can feign that confidence, you can kind of trick yourself into exuding that confidence. And that really helped me sort of get comfortable in my own skin, because I was obviously learning to give a performance and present that confidence. But I was also internalizing that as like, even if I fuck this up, even if I'm not perfect, I'll be fine. I can get through this. People will still like me, you know? It's like I fuck up all the time during performances. No one cares. Not a single person cares. They're just having a good time and they're entertained, and that's really all that matters. Like every time I get done with a performance and I'm like, damn, that was ass. I did not do very good at all. I still have people coming up like, dude, that was fucking amazing. That was awesome. It's like even just recently, I went to I can't remember if it's emo karaoke night or emo night karaoke. I don't remember what the actual name is, but I went to that. It was in town. And like I could tell I was just shredding my fucking throat. I was not ready for My Chemical Romance that night. I was struggling. Like, I get through the song because I was trained, you know, even if you're fucking it up, just keep going. Just pretend like it's all part of the plan. Just keep it going. But like, I get through it and I'm like, damn, I'm out of practice. That was ass. I still get people coming up like, that was fucking awesome, dude. That was so sick. And it's like being able to, I don't know, it just really helps me work through a lot of things. Just being able to fuck up and still like see the good in it, essentially. It helped a lot with like really internalizing who I am and being like, okay, this we can work with this. People can still like me. I'm not going to get shot in the streets, you know? And then fucking Donald Trump gets elected as president and everyone's just, oh my God. Like, oh, again, I don't want to get political, but holy fucking shit, I hate that stupid fucking orange. Oh my God. This motherfucker just... Ooh. Next weekend is 4th of July, by the way. I don't know about you guys, but I don't think I'm gonna be celebrating. I'm not in a very celebratory mood when it comes to my country right now. We're getting off topic. So come on to my sister. We're going through college. I get really fucking busy, guys. I just, like, your junior year is just hell. It's brutal. Like, I didn't even think about coming out to anyone else. I was just living my life. Just like, hey, this is who I am. I got shit to do. Leave me alone. So we get through junior year. Then we get to senior year. Now, senior year is a bit weird. I'm sorry for bumping the mic, by the way. I'm doing that quite a bit today. Senior year is a bit weird because I'm finishing up the degree and simultaneously I'm like, fuck, I gotta come out to my parents like now. I gotta do this now because at least at my university, like you have to fill out a thing with like all your information for your diploma and whatever. You can put whatever fucking name you want. So you know damn well I put my name that I chose. Side tangent. You remember Connor being my roommate? Yeah, like right at like however long after that happened. Excuse me. However long after I came out to them, they were just throwing names at me one day. So I was like, dude, I don't know a fucking name to use. And Connor's just fucking throwing out names, and eventually gets to Veronica, and I'm like, I like that. I'm gonna steal that. And then Connor's like, you wanna know where I got it? I got it from fucking Heather's. And I'm like, you motherfucker. and then if anyone asks, I stole it from ODST. All right, cool. Just our little secret. Connor did not get it from Heather's. I got it myself from Halo 3 ODST. Just give me this one. Also, no, I'm not opening the door. Connor, shut the fuck up. Connor will get it. Heather's fans will get that one. They'll get it. I'm getting the right musical, right? I'm not insane. Yes, it is. Okay, thank God. Okay, I didn't want to upset the theaters, the theater fans. I don't want to upset the theater kids. They're very cool people. I got the musical right. Don't come at me. I'm just a musician. Please have mercy. Anyways, regardless, side tangents aside, get senior year, and I'm like, fuck, I actually have to do this. So, fall semester, I do my senior project. It's kind of ass, but I talked about this in multiple times before. Still learning, still just wanted to see where I was. Blah blah blah. Regardless, get to the spring semester, and like throughout this time, I also went to counseling because university offers free counseling. When you have a complete identity crisis, you go to counseling. So throughout this time, I was also going to counseling, and I told my counselor, like, hey, I got to come out to my parents before graduation because I don't want to shadow drop that on them. I'd feel like an asshole if I did that. And, we talk about it. We get a game plan. We have pros and cons, yada, yada, yada. And then eventually, I can't remember if I don't think this was spring break. It wasn't, no. This was like some random, this is like some random weekend or whatever that I just went home for whatever reason. And like, I shit you not, literally, like last fucking minute, like right before I was about to head out the door and drive back to campus, I was like, hey, guys, I gotta tell you something. And I'm of course an awkward mess because, I don't know, I'm coming out to my parents who, are my parents. And I'm like, this is a really weird thing to discuss normally under normal circumstances. And I was just like, it's like anyone who's LGBT can attest. Coming out to your parents is a nerve-wracking thing to do. It is just holy fucking shit. It's a gamble. And thankfully they're chill. Everything goes fine. I don't go too much into detail because, again, this was literally, like, I was about to go out the door when I dropped this bombshell. Like, I tell them, they're chill, they're supportive, and I'm like, okay, I gotta hit the road. So I hit the road. And before I hit the road, I'm texting my friends. I'm like, guys, we need a meeting. I need us together for a meeting. So we go there. And then, we talk about it, whatever. And then the thing I never thought of was, graduation, you get like 10 tickets. I did not think about my grandparents being there in the slightest. Oops. They didn't find out till the day of, because at that point I was just like, my parents still love me. I don't give a shit. Like the main worry I had was my parents. As long as my parents love me, public knowledge at this point, I don't care. That's the only thing I really cared about. But Yeah. And then no one brings it up. Shit you not, nobody brings it up. This is the strangest fucking part of being trans, at least for me, is that no one bats an eye. I'm over here just like, hello? This is a big deal for me, and you know, half of this country thinks it's a gigantic fucking deal for some reason. And we're just not going to acknowledge it. And granted, only like 4 out of the 8 people I invited to my graduation actually knew ahead of time that I was trans. I didn't tell anyone the name, mind you. I shadow dropped the name for everybody. But 4 of those people, half the people I invited knew beforehand. So they just found out the name because, like, I go by V. Fun fact. I go by V just because I'm paranoid. And also, it's just a cool nickname. And I'm like, oh, no. Veronica feels a little too fancy sometimes. That feels like a legal name. You know? That doesn't feel like an everyday name. And also, just everyone's been calling me V for years now, and I'm just like, I'm just fucking used to it. We're just gonna keep going with it. Plus, no one would bat an eye because again, I'm paranoid. But regardless, Shadow Drop, the real name at graduation, is on the diploma. They say it out loud, like, surprise. And then no one says a goddamn thing. I mean, that's not true. My mom did ask me like a couple days later, or like that afternoon, that night. Sometime not long after graduation, I was asked where the name came from. But like other than that, nothing. Not a peep. And I'm like, yeah, it's graduation. It's probably just out of respect. Like, just like, hey, this is your day. We're not gonna get into this whole song and dance. But also, like, I don't know. That sounds like a big deal. like this kind of a big change, especially for grandparents who I rarely talk to. You know, it's like, I at least expected a confirmation question, like, hey, wait a minute, is that did they get that right? Like nothing. And it's so weird. And going into this video, I wanted to like emphasize, hey, I did not have a good experience at first, but then, you know, eventually I figured everything out, and I'm like, oh, okay, we're chill now. Everything's happy. Everything's hunky dory up here. I mean, the outside world's on fire, but that's a different video. But now I'm just thinking like, it's just been weird. It's a weird experience. Cause like the highs are really high. It's like I finally feel alive. I feel like a person. I feel like me. But the lows? Oh my god, the lows. Holy fuck, the lows are really bad. Like the lows are horrendous. Like again, there was just a whole month, like all of February, where I was just autopilot and just not engaging with anything because I was just like, I just couldn't handle it at first. Like it was a lot. It genuinely just was a lot. But, worked out in the end. And now I'm here. I don't know. I don't know what's next. I mean, I do know what's next. It's just the problem is that costs money and it's actively being restricted because the government fucking hates us. But, at least New York's doing all right. Yeah. I would at some point actually, I would like to start HRT at some point. That'd be nice. But the issue with that is that costs money and or insurance. Neither of those things I have. And part of me does also words. Part of me has also considered hair removal, like surgical hair removal or whatnot. Again, that is expensive. And that also kind of freaks me the fuck out in certain areas. Or certain methods and certain areas. Because like one method is, like, at least in my brain, seems safer, but is also it's so time consuming. And then lasers just scare me. Like laser hair removal, that shit scares me. I know it's safe. Like they wouldn't do it if it wasn't safe, But still kind of freaks me out a little. And again, it's expensive, and I'm broke. So yeah, there's that also. And I guess since we're chatting about being trans. In case anyone was curious, the down there region, I don't really care. Like at this point, dude, I think I'm fucking asexual. So I don't care. I just don't care. Also, your urinals are just efficient. Okay, I am an efficiency fueled creature. If I can just get in and out, yes, please. I know that's completely random, but like I genuinely don't give a shit about using either bathroom. Like I don't care about the sign on the door. I just need to shit. That's one of those things where it's like I can understand, I guess. I just don't care that much. Like I don't go to the bathroom to embrace my gender. I go to the bathroom to take a shit. So I don't know. Are there any other trans topics I can even think to talk about while we're sitting here at the end of Pride Month? I don't know. I mean, I'm single. I don't know. Also, yes, I did move the desk. Apologies. I have carpet floors. It's not exactly the most sturdy thing for a desk. It's also probably incredibly lopsided because it's a bit of an L shape. I have a PC right here. And as you can see, jack shit over here. So, weight-wise at least, I have a pretty filled up desk, but you get the idea. I think that's the video. Yeah, okay. Hope you all had a good Pride Month. Hope this was an enjoyable video. Sorry again for missing last week. life happens, you know? And I am just one person trying to make sense of all this. So, yeah. Okay, bye.